Hey there guys, thanks for watching, and today I'm going to show you a load more Linux commands that will be very useful if you use Linux on a regular basis, if you've got a Raspberry Pi or a Linux machine or anything really. These will be very useful commands for you. And it's building on from really parts 1 and 2 of the Linux tutorials I did in the past. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to show some basic bash shortcuts. Now this will save you a lot of time if you use Linux quite a lot, because it will mean that you don't have to constantly keep on finding previous commands that you've done and doing things by hand. Because what I like to do with Linux is be able to control it completely from the keyboard and not have to use the mouse at all for ending programs and stuff. Right, so the first bash shortcut I'm going to show you is Control-C. And what that does is it stops the current command. Control-C. Now that in Linux is the symbol for control, that little hat. So if I did ping yahoo.com, I don't want that to run. You might not know what that means, it doesn't matter at the moment, but I don't want that to be running forever. If I do Control-C, it just ends it. I'll just clear that away. Now Control-Z sleeps the program, so if I do the same, I'll do it for YouTube this time. If I do Control-Z, it just sleeps the program. And you can actually start it again. Control-A goes to the start of line. So if I just started typing some stuff, Control-A will take you to the start, and then Control-U will cut from the start of the line. And Control-K will cut to the end of the line. Control-R will show the search history. Control-R will just show the search history. That thing there will repeat the last command. So let's do another ping. Ping google.com.uk. I'll end it using Control-C, and then if I do 2 exclamation marks like that, it'll repeat the last command exactly the same as before. So I'll just end that again using Control-C, and I'll clear that all off the screen for us. Okay, the next one will show the last argument of the previous command, and this is exclamation mark and then the dollar symbol. And that will just show the last argument of the previous command. All arguments of the previous command, just do the exclamation mark and asterisk. Like that. And then to run the previous command, and this will replace ABC with 1, 2, 3. You'll see what I'm on about in a second. Let me just get the hats. ABC. So we're replacing ABC with 1, 2, 3. But I haven't got one called 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're just some very basic shortcuts, and I'll just go through them one more time. Control-C will stop the current command. Control-Z will sleep the program. Control-A will go to the start of the line. Control-E will go to the end of the line. Control-U will cut from the start of the line. Control-K will cut to the end of the line. Control-R will show the search history with the Linux terminal. 2 exclamation marks will repeat the last command. An exclamation mark ABC will run the last command, and starting with ABC. If I do exclamation mark ABC : P, it will print the last command starting with ABC. Exclamation mark dollar symbol will show the last argument of the previous command. And then exclamation mark asterisk will show all the arguments of previous commands. And the 2 hats around ABC 1, 2, 3 will run the previous command, replacing ABC with 1, 2, 3. But the places where I've put ABC or 1, 2, 3, you need to replace with the actual stuff you're using, obviously. Okay, now the next one is about ls. And what ls does, it lists all the things in the directory. So at the moment I'm in this directory, and it's showing that it's got desktop, downloads, pictures, Python games, videos, documents, music, public, templates. Now there's many options you can do for this. If I do ls-la, it will show all the hidden files. And this actually is very useful if you're trying to, because bear in mind with Linux and other operating systems, the files that you can actually see normally are not all the files that are here, and as you can see there's many others. So if you want to see all the files in a directory, including the hidden ones, that's what you should do. If you want to see a recursive list, do ls-R. Like that. Then, if you want to sort by last modified, ls-t. Now I haven't modified many of these, so it should just be in the same order, I think, because I've recently reset my Raspberry Pi because I had a virus on it, and obviously I haven't done much stuff with it yet. If you want to sort by file size, ls-capital S. And the desktop is obviously the biggest file size. Then ls-1 will show them on each of them on their own line. ls-m is a comma separated output, if you want it like that. And ls-q is in quotation marks. And then ls, I'm going to have to go up a little bit. Finally, ls-r, we've done capital R, but overall we'll do it in reverse order. Some of them you'll probably never use because they're not all that useful. For example, I don't see really why you'd want them in reverse order, but there are many there that could be useful for if you're looking through lists, trying to find something, for example. Okay, now I want to show some directory options. So pwd stands for print working directory, and all it does is it prints the directory that you're working in. That's home/pi. Now mk, which is make directory dir, is going to make a directory and it's going to be called dir. So with mkdir, what you have to do, or mk directory or whatever, you just type in mkdir and then the directory name. And then if I do ls, it'll show, now we've got another one. cd is change directory. Now this is just I'm going to now change directory into the directory I've made, dir, and there we go. If you want to go up a directory, which will take us back to the one I was in before, home pi, is it that? Is there a space? Yeah. And then we're back here to this one. I'll just change directory into documents. There we go. And then if I ls in there, this is the stuff that's in here. BlueJ projects, Greenfoot projects, Scratch projects. Oh, let's go back to that one. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then ls is just list files, as you know. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to think of what next we should do. Let's do a few bash commands. So uname, I'll just clear this off the screen. So just to recap so far, I've just gone through a few shortcuts, some listing directory options, so you can organise them by different things like recursive list, reverse order, just showing all including hidden, stuff like comma separated output, all of that. We've looked at some directory operations, showing the directory, making directory, changing directory, going up a directory and listing files and stuff. Now we're just going to go through some bash commands. If I put in uname-a, it will show the one I'm using at the moment, the build of Linux. So it shows the system and the kernel. If I do head -n1 / etc. / issue, it will show the distribution. So I'm using Raspbian GNU /Linux 8. Mount will show the mounted file systems. Now I don't think, there we go, loads and loads of stuff here. Date, very simple. Sorry, I'm using not a very good nice keyboard here. We'll just show a system date. That is the actual date. I thought I hadn't said it yet. Uptime, we'll show the uptime. I've been up 50 minutes, 2 users, and that's the load time. Who am I? We'll show my username, Pi. And then man command, I'm not going to go through that at the moment. Okay. Let's go to process management. So PS will show a snapshot of the processes that have been going on. Top will show real-time processes. So these are some real-time processes that are going on right now. Actually, I'll just make this full screen. That just shows real-time processes that are going on right now. I'll just Control C, and here we go, clear the screen, back to normal. Hold on, I'll just get it back on your screen now. There we go. Okay, kill is another command, and that will just kill a process. So if I have a process with the name, it'll just kill the process name. pkill will do the same thing pretty much. And that is some process management to see what processes are going on at the moment. Now I'm going to show you some file permissions stuff. To do this, use chmod. Now the first digit is the owner, basically it has 3 digits. First is owner permission, the second is group, and the third is everyone. And you can calculate permission digits by adding numbers below. So it's here, 4 is read, 2 is write, 1 is execute. And to do this, use something called chmod. It's not in capitals, by the way. Just start a new terminal. Just type in chmod and then the number, 3 digits, and 5, and then the file. I haven't got a file, so I'll just do file.pdf, for example. And that'll change, just started another terminal, oh well. That'll just change the permission. Okay. I'm just thinking, what else can I show? Some bash variables. So if I do the $, and then path, it'll show executable search path, like this. If I do $home, it'll show the home directory, and then $shell, it will do for the current shell. Okay, now the final thing I'll show you now, and I don't want to go on too long, but I just want to show how to do a few more things with shutting down the Raspberry Pi or Linux box or whatever. So if I type in reboot, it just reboots the whole thing, like that. I didn't really think about not being able to have the Raspberry Pi when I rebooted it. Just hold on a sec. It's gone to the small, different resolution. Don't know why it's done that. Okay, shutdown. Oh, no. Shutdown. We'll just shut down with Raspberry Pi. So if you just type in that. Now, it does say at the moment it must be root because I'm not signed in as root. But it will just shut it down. It'll say scheduled for 1 minute, and you can actually schedule shutdown times. If you want to switch user, by the way, to get into root, just type in SU, which is switch user, then type in the user you want to log in as and press enter, and it'll ask you for the password. Now I think that I've forgotten my password. Hold on. Yeah, I've forgotten my password, oh well. Might have to reset it again. That's all I'm going to show you today, but there might be more coming up because I'm getting back into Linux a little bit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.